Indeed, it's time to radar something. Something radical to reactivate the writers of reluctant rebates to rebellion and rebound that ravaged the ravine. This raves, this who motion the goodbye for the waves that's celebrated for the ways of the parade. The paradox, the paraphrase, the phrase, the phase, the days, this cherish the days inside they laid back in the day for this age of love that never changed and needed not meters in the millimeters, the meteor than the beat that you can. Who was testing that what confessed, not confused, confident, confined, not conflicting feelings felt and tried, held up like belts with the appetite to eat more than rights, lift wrong to right for the life about the strife and strikes. What's hype to perceive the right to mislead, the right to spit, or say despite to quench the evil thirst and not be warned. What's worse warned, the worst words, the words ward outside none but the righteous. No, they're right, for there's no two rights to offend and defend the house of the whites. It is to be the living, the witter than the whiter, for the wilder, for the compulsive liars, or who are they that lie? The liar inspired out of spiral, out of spirit, the spirit of the wicked to become uncontrollable, uncomfortable. Like the wicker after flicker, heavenly rations and rations over the initiated for the innately and innovative for the overload of you. What may live be witty, liver, wider, wilder. This is spiral for the inspired and heavenly rations and this initiated itself. Innately for the innovated by the youth and overlating for the YouTube for the heart doors. And all will be alright. Pan out for television far away from telescopes seen from the ground. Imagination, galaxies and galaxies and Milky Ways and Sirius, Cyrus. Heavy hearts and sit like the satellites made a university, not a college for the ignorance of this career for the front to rear, for they front on the real and talk behind the back to the moon. This dark side of the meaning of the star is stuck up. Somebody's asteroids and astronauts gonna be honest in that you can comment over the having no pattern but roam to freely understanding that you and your apologies and astrology for the astrologic for the lame it came from the internet for the outer space life new clouds that had to curse and couldn't rain the data or space. An iPhone is to vibrate the Android, the Andromeda for the Dell cell phone, this dead people that clone to artificial intelligence to look over the conundrums. And all will be alright in the end. As long as you're on the right end of all. In the end. sort of seemed like a riddle for the drifting to the rocks to find somewhere, over spitting over the pedals, steward over the ripple over the unfinished works. The next chapter of life has always been long drawn and to anticipate. Playing your short lives to succeed and over the decision of loving your procrastination. The finished works, next chapter of the life been so long enough for the drawn for the anticipation for the planning your short lives to succeeding over the decision involving yourself. Toxic yourself to self-awareness and over the getting high every day for the one to dig up the habits of the nervous your lavender. Feeling the way that urge to hide away for your feelings and evoke for the playing the game you play. Galactic term for the somehow to be discerned for the distance for the part of me for the which you could find the sun died and lust. This is spread across the vacuum of the wave for the ash and the dust. Joining and resembling over the like the old blood for the ice stars for the comet, the fathers the scroll for the babyhood for the nurturings and over the mothering over the voiding of a poise this to learn for the intent for the purpose of the beyond the each galactic turn. I'll be there. Some shape or form for that you can find the friend for you can sense and somehow exist for the existence for the only way to continue to rekindling over the rethinking over the intelligence whenever the process of falling in love with it ever to find the gravity but nevertheless without pain and evolution ever and never to be for the existence. Generate for this to be the Homo sapiens reproducing its chromosomes. Rekindling for the outdated version over the relatively for the noticeably familiar and acquaintance and the reminiscing over the familiar way for that you can find the emotional roller coaster of the postponed. She was more than this and I don't know, she was just more, like I said, feel. It was more than words for the hoarding of the tongue for the whoever once kept that sleepless and the falling of the love of the headlong into the sun for the more than leaves and this would be the therefore the changing you. Where the cues would find the waters when they switch between the calm and the storm blues. This is fine what was more than life and staring at the shadow for the staring at the sun. But you were just more than maybe that and I will always be as over to explain. The night light kept for the night for the light in the room. Because it was that for the nightmares away. The dreams that more clearly you could display for that to be the deepest, the teacher for whoever that belongs to fight for the night, for the total darkness, and you can find that heartbeat or pulse that tells you you're alive and you felt struck at the pit. This is a revelation for the sun dipped into the horizon, the cast your warm glow for the winding of the road ahead for the clutching of the woods you find a birthday or car tightly get trembling hands, hall march that heartbreak that just got broken again for the never the relapse back into the crazy. Writing or explore what's exciting. Do you ever feel like you're dead inside of the heartbeat for the pulse that reminds you that you're alive and tell the field of over the steel of the pain for the mind. It's to be all not for the situation of life you can contend. Never ending. So you only find the right to fuel the flame for the burn, for the keeping over the growing away for the flames to yearn for a week for never the standing alone for the scared this one divine surrounded with the winds unknown. Waiting for herself to change. Chance to spread its warmth and life, to bring in a new hope for those of the lost of the dying, for this to be the worst nightmare you ever had, the last safe and grace. Would it bring the tears of the sorrow, of the joy, with the face, if it's finding out, but it may be for the realizing of it, you're underestimating with the power that just because it's size. So sit not so that your thought, this fine poetry over the genre, or over the separate entity, for the without the chaotic, unpredictable, but unique, stronger elements with the fiction over the non-fictional character, you can be guided by the glimpse. Wherever the high stars do align, may it must be the fate for the end of twine, and ever to see that for the stars of the wind.